How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. You have less than an hour before the market closes, 5 hours before the post-market closes, and then it's just crypto that's going to be trading over the weekend. We're getting reports of new missiles, 100 ballistic missiles being fired at Israel, and there's a lot of uncertainty. Well, the great thing about crypto is it trades 24/7. The other side of crypto is we're going to be trading 24/7. So big volatility can happen over the weekend, and Bitcoin is what will see the brunt of the action, along with the smaller cryptos as well. We have some stuff to cover. We have a new stock that could have a lot of alpha. Actually, this is pretty awesome. You could get in on a pretty good return right here. This is something that a lot of people have been asking me to talk more about, and yeah, you have an opportunity here to make some real money. So if you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. Also, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video. You can check out Bydfi. We're getting ready for a trading competition, so you can sign up now. They do have some deposit bonuses, and once you sign up, you can start trading. You can actually trade crypto with crypto as collateral. For example, you can trade Bitcoin with Bitcoin as collateral. You can trade XRP with XRP as collateral. We're down a little bit right now, 2% and 5.5%. That can happen when you open up trades. However, given enough time, you go up pretty significantly. And that's why I like these low leverage strategies, 2 to 7x. Because over time, you just wait it out and you get really good returns. As you can see here, I'm up 634% on my Bitcoin trade, up $21,000. So definitely check out Bydfi underneath the video. They also allow you to now KYC, which is putting your information in, your personal information, if you want to have an on-ramp and off-ramp directly from your bank account. You can sign up to Bydfi. You don't have to KYC though. Now, look at this. Iranian attack on central Israel is coming. Israeli army orders all citizens to head to shelters. I saw that they have something like 100 ballistic missiles. And apparently, breaking, Israel Defense Force says that all of Israel is under fire by Iranian missiles. Okay, well, the markets have fallen down a bit since this news came out. We also have the traditional markets falling down. Bitcoin fell down to, just recently to about 104.8 thousand. We were just sitting at almost 106. Last night, though, was the worst of it when we went down to 103,000. We've started to rally up. You can see higher lows, higher highs as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty. But what continues to happen? Well, we continue to see large entities buying Bitcoin. Like, look at this. Anthony Pompliano to lead new company that will raise $750 million to buy Bitcoin. So I asked ChatGPT, how many notable investors have started to buy Bitcoin with these treasury companies? Listen to this list. David Bailey, who's the head of Nakamoto Holdings, or Nakamoto, but it's Naka stock. You can see down 16% today because there's a lot of volatility, but if we can go to a chart that actually shows more than one day, it's up massively since they announced this. I mean, it was like a $1-2 company and raced all the way up to 25, then down. Now it's floating around, 10 to 15, $10 to $20, but it's up 10x over the last month since they announced it. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy, Dylan LeClaire, Metaplanet's up massively, one of the best performing stocks. Donald Trump with Trump Media and DJT, right? They have announced now over $14 billion worth of Bitcoin buys. We obviously have GameStop that announced some Bitcoin purchases too. Anthony Pompliano, Mike Novogratz with Galaxy Digital, Jack Mallers with 21 Capital. They're buying billions of dollars. Vivek with Strive Asset Management. That is going to buy billions of dollars too. So we have all these notable investors and Bitcoiners that have spun up these companies, SPACs, to go buy Bitcoin. Now, a little bit of alpha. The company that Pomp is starting is a SPAC. Well, it's merging with a SPAC. It's up 27% today. We've seen some companies like this, though, that went live via SPACs, and they went up to $30, $40. Now, of course, it's all relative, right? They have different numbers. They have different percentages of shares and ownership of the underlying company, and they have different structures in place. But if you're looking for a degen play, right, where, I mean, I would do some deeper research, but I did a small purchase of CCCMU today. You can buy it. It's on the NASDAQ. I just went through Fidelity and bought it. But yeah, typically these Bitcoin companies have done really well. Of course, though, make sure you know what you're doing. Obviously, these can go down, and if Bitcoin goes down, like the hype can go away. So I'm not degenning 5% of my portfolio into this, or 10 or 20 or anything like that. It's a very small percentage, but I did do a small buy here because these have done really well. And I don't typically like to invest like this. Most of my equities are very like plain boring companies. And then outside of that, I have my crypto portfolio. But if you want to get access to this new SPAC, you can do that. Brazilian listed company Melius raises $32.5 billion to buy 32.5 million to buy more Bitcoin. So many companies across the world are buying Bitcoin. It's around 125 or 150 companies now, but it goes up every single day. Blackrock continues to buy too. They bought $288 million worth of Bitcoin. You are scared, whales are buying. So that was yesterday. They also bought $101.5 million worth of Ethereum. And we are starting to see companies that are making XRP treasuries, Solana's treasuries as well. But you can see XRP, Trident has 500 million, Weebus with 300 million, Vivo Power 121 million. I didn't realize that there were this many companies with millions of dollars in XRP and hundreds of millions of dollars in XRP. That's pretty impressive too. So we have more and more companies that are buying significant amounts, even of the altcoins, the top altcoins. I think as soon as BlackRock can get an ETF approved for XRP and Solana, they're going to be pushing that as well, that narrative to buy into those ETFs. And then once they have a crypto basket ETF, I'm sure that they'll be pushing that too. They definitely push people to buy these. Now, there's uncertainty right now. All right, we don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. Like I said, people can go risk off or go risk on the weekend by using Bitcoin and crypto, but they can't get out of other equities, right? So we're going to see some volatility over the weekend. Has it been a good time to buy in the past when there's been wars? Yeah. Saudi-led intervention in Yemen back in 2015, Bitcoin was $230. Ethiopian Tigray War. Sorry, I might be butchering some of these. This was in 2020. Bitcoin was 11,000. Myanmar Civil War 2022. Bitcoin was 50,000. Russian invasion of Ukraine back in 2022. Bitcoin was something like $40,000, and I think this is actually higher than what it was. 45,000 to 50,000. Sudanese Civil War back in 2023. 28,000. These wars have effects on the short term for Bitcoin. It does not matter long term. More uncertainty, more war means more printing, more stupid spending by governments. Israel and Iran get into a war. That means that there's going to be more spending from the US to try to keep the peace or to try to figure this out, try to get to a solution. So that is bound to continue to happen. We're going to see more and more governments make stupid decisions and spend money. So Bitcoin long term is going to do well in times of war. And just over the long term, no matter what. Short term, anything can happen. If you do want to trade crypto, like I said, there's a link to Bydfi underneath the video. I really like trading when we see pullbacks. I made a video yesterday explaining that. I'll put it on the end screen. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. I'm not sure if I can do that on Rumble, but there will be a link to my Rumble underneath the video as well in case you want to follow me over there. We just broke 200 followers, so pretty cool there. And if you want to trade crypto, like I said, check out Bydfi. Of course, do your own due diligence. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.